I'm meant to take you through the female and male Norland neuropaths. But before that, our organization is very big. It researches, it innovates, it develops using its various production centers and its various research partners. It patents its own products that are in various categories. It started in 2008 and up to 2022, we have been in the field of innovation and research and development in medications that are backed up by cell regeneration, restoration, and rejuvenative science. But the other technology that we also tap into for all these products that have been showcased to your screen is the aerospace biotechnology. Being the first company, being the first organization to take samples to space, I mean the biological samples to space, to grow seeds from space because of the good atmospheric pressures, the good temperatures in space, the pollution-free environment in space, and those medications, those seedlings, those samples are activated. We activate the medicinal ingredients in those samples, brought back on Earth using our world-oriented production centers, research centers, and the best scientists to develop and manufacture and patent, plus the production of those different products that are showcased on your screen. So to those new members that are on this call, Norland has very many categories of products. We have the cleansing series, we have the rejuvenating series, we have the daily care products, we have the Health Away group capsules, we have the Norland medical tools, where you're gonna find the flying pans, the alkaline cups. We have even the medical devices, where you're gonna find the male pads, the female pads. They are categorized as male, they are categorized as medical devices. We also have cleaning and detergents group, and then the Health Away group, where you're gonna find the other products. You're gonna find the peptides and very many other products. So I'm not only going to speak on the two products, we have a variety to those that are new on this call, but our main focus for today is for us to appreciate the science behind the male and female neuropathy. So the science that is backed up to all our medical products is the one of cell regeneration and restorative science, backed up by the aerospace biotechnology. It takes millions and millions of dollars. So credit goes to the president of Norland Industrial Group, our president of Africa, Johnny, for the brains, for the money, for the investment towards building a world brand with the best world products. Now, back to our major focus for today, the female and male neuropath. When you look at them, that is an invasion that was missing in a medical practicing world. We have the pharmaceuticals, we have the food supplements, but something that is a device in nature and you put it on, whether you have fibroids, whether you have prostate enlargement, to those that are gonna appreciate the male part, whether you have ovarian cysts, whether you have hormonal imbalances, you put it on and it does whatever it does for your health to get better. Wow, aren't you excited? I'm excited too, and let me start straight away, starting with the female neuropath overview. Now, this is a very big organization. Before it produces something, it first researches and has statistics behind it. One, when you look at women, they regress, especially in this 21st century era. Why? Because the diseases that affect the gynecological system is no longer curable. They are becoming so stubborn to be cured. nowadays, especially in this 21st century era. I mean, you find a woman of 25 years looking like a lady of 50 years. Why? Because of the too much toxins that are in their female reproductive system that even accesses the blood circulation and affects the entire skin tone of their body. People have a lot of postpartum complications that female reproductive parts become flabby when they are still young. And when you go into statistics, for example, to pick a leaf from the China's statistics, in every 3 minutes, 1 adult woman gets cervical cancer. 7 out of every 10 women have gynecological diseases. By gynecological diseases, I mean diseases like the fibroids, the ovarian cancer, the endometrial cancer, the cancer of the cervix. Those are gynecological diseases. Every 7 out of 10 have such issues. And about 630 million people worldwide are being affected by the human papilloma virus. That is a virus that is causative to cancer of the cervix. Impurity, sexual life, abortions, the number of adolescent women with gynecological diseases have increased year by year. And that made Norland Industrial Group to think of how they can open an era of human economy and make healthy benefit each and everyone by inventing the female neuropod. So because of that, you can see the target market. You can see that very many people are battling, and it's me, it's you, it's your neighbor, it's you that has logged in to save the world by sharing about these unique medications that can address and curb those statistics that we've seen above. Taking you from that slightly, look at the reproductive toxins, the female reproductive toxins. Ladies have various parts that make up their reproductive their reproductive system. But in these parts, the ovarian parts, the uterus itself, and then their vaginal canal has been found out from research that they have a lot of toxins. And a lot of toxin accumulation makes the reproductive system, makes a reproductive disease become so stubborn to cure. That's why you get vaginal candidiasis, commonly known as candida. You can get trichomoniasis, cervicitis, vaginitis, and every time you treat them, after 1 week, there is a recurrence. After 2 weeks, there is a recurrence. You visited gynecologists, you visited doctors in and out, but because you've not removed the toxicity that is behind the contributing factors to your conditions, you again get the recurrences. Look at the cervical cancer. When you look at the process by which we get cervical cancer, it comes as an inflammation. When you look at the first step, a picture with a lady, you get gynecological inflammations. And in that, those are diseases that have causative microorganisms like cervicitis. It is an inflammation. Whenever you see the word TIS, vaginitis, cervicitis, pelvic inflammatory disease, those are inflammations. So it starts like that. You try to treat and treat, it comes back and all that. And what happens? It starts spreading upwards to the cervix and starts inflaming the cervix. The cervix has 2 major parts: the endocervix, which is internal, and the exocervix. So the inflammation will start with the exocervix part of it and enters to access the endocervix. In 2 degrees, degree 1, degree 2, degree 3, now erosion comes in. Cells are being damaged. Cells are aging. Cells are changing in the way they have to behave. And what happens? When you meet a man, since women are the carriers of the human papilloma virus, Ladies, you don't carry the human papilloma virus that causes cervical cancer. It's us, the men, that are carriers. So when I meet you with favorable conditions of erosion, inflammation, then the virus gets access to the cells that make up the cervix. And that's why we've ended up with cervical cancer being the second in the world among the cancers that are battling the humans, and the first in Uganda, the leading cancer for the females in Uganda, but the process starts like that. But then Norland tells you that we have hope with our female neuropart, and it can address all that, like you shall see in my preceding slides that are gonna come in. But then it's not only the females, since my target is on 2 different products. Even us, the males, have generally suffered from the reproductive crisis. So Norland didn't forget us. Now there is very many campaigns on girl child, girl child, girl child, but Norland also catered for the boy child by inventing our male neuropart. Why? Because we also suffer issues. Why? When you look at the quality of semen, it declines year by year to the very many males out there, and it depresses us. You don't have the capability to produce a child. You don't have your manhood. You don't have your authority as a man in terms of the marital status. And that comes in because of the androgenic toxins. Talk about the prostate disease alone. Once it transits to cancerous, it's not curable, and you get, or you come up with repeated attacks of cancer. So you continue taking medicine continuously, you change medicine to medicine, but then you're not getting the curative results that you expect. And to men that are above 40 years, we normally have kidney issues. We have kidney issues. We lack energy. And this pad was invented to help us address all those challenges. And I'm going to take you through how it does that. So we do, our products are produced based on whole statistical backup. We first research. So WHO, which is the World Health Organization, Lilies, when you look at its statistics, I will start with the females. Every 3 minutes, a woman in the world gets cervical cancer. 25 million women die from gynecological diseases every year. More than 85% of married women have at least 2 gynecological diseases in their lives. If they miss fibroids, they will have ovarian cysts. If they miss ovarian cysts, they will have secondary fertility. If they miss secondary fertility, they will have cancer of the uterus. If they miss cancer of the uterus, they will have cancer of the cervix. And it's up to 90% in developing countries. Countries like Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, and very many other African countries, we all fall in the developing countries. So it's me, it's you that on this call that is meant to share about this and see that we save lives out there. Look at the male statistics too. 50% of men over 40 years have sexual dysfunction and prostate diseases. They no longer want to go back home. Why? Because they are stressed. They can't perform the marital services. 50%. People passing out urine through catheters. Our grandfathers, our dads are passing out urine through catheters because of prostate enlargement. The incidence and mortality of prostate cancer in men are very high in developed cities. So it's not only in developing countries, it is even more high in developed countries like Russia, US, UK, Australia, Germany, France, Italy, name it. And among men between 20 and 40 years old, 20% suffer from prostatitis, that is inflammation of the prostate gland, and 16% suffer from urological infections. Clinical data shows that 60% of prostate cancer patients are found to be advanced. Now, already these statistics show us as Norlanders and those guests that have been invited on this call that we have a very big role to play, because we have something that can prevent, that can cure, that can rehabilitate someone, whether with female-related issues or male-related issues, and those are our two male/female neuripads. Wow. Kudos to Norland Industrial Group for your invention, for your research, for your development. Now, when you look at reproductive health, as I'm summarizing, because I'm about to finish, there are 3 warnings that it normally gives to us to take action. Toxin accumulation. Whenever we accumulate toxins, we need to take action. Microcirculation disturbance. Whenever our blood circulation is interfered with, we need to take action. Sexual function that is always premature because of sometimes aging. If you see that, we need to take action. Now to the females and males, I'll start with the females. When you see that you have irregular menstruation, you go in twice. There are those that go in twice. There are those that go in for more than 7 days, 10 days. Which kind of menstrual cycle is that? That is menorrhagia. There are those that go in a painful way, dysmenorrhea, to a level that whenever you go into your cycle, you are hospitalized. When will that end? There are those going in a sport-like way, that is metrorrhagia. So the menorrhagia, the metrorrhagia, the dysmenorrhea, all can be addressed by our female neuropathy, to the ladies that are on this call and doctors that are on this call, plus gynecologists and Norland members. It can even lead to insomnia, whereby you have difficulty in sleep, low energy, uneven skin tone, the dry hair, dry skin, cold hands and feet, and lastly, infertility. Every woman's pride is to have a child and look after her or him. So if you can't have the ability to produce, then you leave this world in a very disappointed form. We are here to help you address that. Then back to the males, prostate diseases like prostate enlargement and cancer, hemorrhoids, which is a digestive system disorder, but can also be addressed by our male pad. The urinary system diseases, there are those males that are weak in their waists, in their knees. You get deafness, tinnitus, those are ear ringings, memory loss and infertility. So those can be referring to the too much toxins in your body and in your male reproductive system or female reproductive system, microcirculation disturbance, that we need to take action and save this world, plus making it a better place. So because of that, Norland Industrial Group invented those 2 parts for the males and females. And when you look at the female one, its power, now to the Norlanders, its power originates from the treasure of the traditional Chinese medicine. They are fully patented products, worldwide promoted. They have that private health energy detoxification functionality, especially the female and the male neuropad. And those are some of the herbs that make up our female neuropad. To those that are interested in the ingredients, we have those miraculous treasure of the Chinese medicine. The Sauceria involucrata is one of the first herb that makes it up. We have the Apocynaneum venetum, that is also another herb from the Chinese traditional medicine. And guess what? For it, it is the source of trace elements such as the flavonoids, the organic acids, the amino acids, the calcium, the magnesium, the potassium, the zinc, the manganese, the iron, the selenium, and very many others. And it has an effect of regulating the blood pressure. That's why when you put on our female neuropad and your pressure is regulated in return, it is not magic. It is the treasure of the miraculous traditional medicine herbs that are inside it. It has even the ability to lower the blood fats, increase the flow to the coronary arteries that supply the heart. So even when you have business and you use it and you get results, it's not magic. There are things that are behind the changes that you get. It improves sleep, softens blood vessels, facilitates your free and smooth urination. And that is just one herb doing all that. And it is just part of the ingredients. Then we have the mother and the king of having the anti-inflammatory properties. And that is the Kuseng, which is the king of diminishing inflammation. So whenever you hear cervicitis, vaginitis, pelvic inflammatory disease, those are inflammatory diseases. So when you put it on and you get results, it is because of the king of the king of diminishing the inflammation that plays all those functions. So it has that effect of clearing away heat, dampness, killing insects, relieving itching, good relief itching from the skin. It can balance your oil secretion, drench and converge your pores, remove your skin endotoxin impurities, promote growth and repair the damaged vascular neurons. Just that part. Norlanders, aren't you proud of it? And now look at its unique properties. It can improve sleep. It can slim your figure. It can regulate your menstruation, tender your skin, warm your hands and feet, make you look radiant. To be enjoyable, to be seen by your man if you are married, by your boyfriend if you are still in that relationship. So going for it and we make everything perfect. I'm gonna summarize this with our male neuropad. It's also well patented, worldwide known and promoted. It also has that detoxification fast post as a parameter and as a pillar that makes it outstanding. And guess what? It has the front. It has the front and the back. So the back is warm and the front is cold. This was made based on science. So why is the front part of our male pad cold? It should be cold. This makes it to activate the physiological functions of the prostate and testes. So it needs to keep the temperatures between 35.5 to 36 degrees Celsius and keep the warm temperature of the front end. So the temperature is suitable to drench the prostate, activate testosterone secretion. You can't be a man without enough and quality secretion of testosterone. So that pad being cold in the front enables that to happen. The process of spermatogenesis happens, backed up by the hormone testosterone. It enhances the gonadotrophin function and increases the survival rate of sperms. Then why is the back warm? It was made warm to meet the special temperatures that our last part needs. To remove stasis, that is now stagging of blood, and detoxify it to treat hemorrhoids and prevent those anal fistulas and relieve sexual functions. So that's why when you put it, it can address the hemorrhoids. That's why when you put it, it can cleanse you because the temperatures were regulated. So now when applying it, please put it round, head should be forward. I've not removed it, but we shall show you with time. So make sure the head is forward and the back is behind. Then continuous use of it for more than 30 years can enhance energy detoxification that is continuous. So I'll end with how it makes you easier to urinate. It gives you full energy. It makes you sit and stand freely. The prostate gets more comfortable. It improves your immunity, strengthens your waist and legs. But I can't conclude this before taking you through the 6 levels that makes up our male neuropad. for the benefit of the medics that are here and the trust they should have to believe in what it does. So it has the model layer, it has the herb detoxification layer, it has the three-dimensional energy chip, it has the protective layer, it has the breathable layer, and it has the conglutinate layer. Now, the model layer was not put there for formality. It makes it comfortable for our private parts. When you put it on, you're comfortable, and it has a good stability and breathability. You feel air entering your male reproductive system. To those that have ever used it, there is that feeling of coldness that is entering as medication is accessing your various receptors. It is because of the model layer, made from natural fabric to make it breathable. Then the herb detoxification layer, which has the herbaceous essence that contains those herbs that help us to do the detoxification and maintain it lasting in terms of its medicinal functionalities. Then the three-dimensional energy chip that has the magnetophoteric energy that helps us achieve smooth microcirculation and later cell activation that makes up the prostate and the testes in return. Then the protective layer that is super dust-free, soft and elastic, comprehensive protection, and prevent the bleeding and entry of bacteria. So when you put it on, you are safe from any bacterial-related infection accessing you. Then the breathable layer, which is air permeable, microporous, meaning it has pores, permeable, waterproof. When you stick it, don't cover, moisture and very comfortable and can make you very healthy. And then our last layer that has high quality, non-making glue, stick stability, uncontaminated, easy to use, and it leaves no trace. Ladies and gentlemen, it does all those functions on prostate cancer, prostate enlargement, those that have weak erections, poor erection transmitters, weak legs, weak waist. Please recommend it, including hemorrhoids that is part of the digestive system. Made up of various energies, the germanium ion energy, and then the negative ion energy plus the far infrared energy, because one will ask you, how do these herbs and medications access your female reproductive system? It is the science behind the germanium ion energy, the negative ion energy, and the far infrared energy. I won't take you through that because of time. I think we shall arrange and have a members training and have all this into place. Then the female nuripad with those various extracts of the traditional Chinese medicine, making it one of the world's highest produced products for the females. So with that said, I'm going to conclude with the female nuripad on how it addresses the fibroids, balances the hormones, removes the ovarian cysts, addresses those with fertility issues, menstrual disorders, talk about dysmenorrhea, menorrhagia, metrorrhagia, hormonal imbalance, pelvic inflammatory disease, and all that. With 3 unprecedented experiences of energy detoxification that is visible, you see it, the herb maintenance is safer, and it has the national patent authority that is guaranteed. Testimonies are there, but I won't go through that. Even for males, they are there, but I won't go through that. And the certifications are there. We are dealing with world-class regulated and authoritated products. And with that said, I end my presentation at that. Thank you for listening to me.